Hey guys, this is Belinda with Heart and Hand Memory Makers team today, and I will be talking about some helpful tips and tricks for properly using stamps. I'm using the Creative Memories stamping system. This kit, you get one set of uppercase letters, one set of lowercase letters, and then there's a star and a heart, and then you get one page that has numbers 0 through 9, and then it has all kinds of symbols for you. And then you have your black ink pad, and you also have one 6-inch by 2-inch block that has grids on it to help you line everything up. I have a couple of examples I'm going to show you of some stuff that I've already done with using some stamps, and then I'm going to finish up a project that I'm currently working on. I have this card I've done so far. It's with the book Smarts that just recently came out, and this is a thank you card for a teacher. I also have this page layout that I have done from one of our trips to the lake this summer. It was my in-laws' birthday, and so I put happy birthday on it. I still have a little journaling to do, and I used Fresh Fusion with it, and that's the colorful pack. And then we have, with the 2020 NSD, I made a little card, just a simple hi that I could send to just a friend. We lived in Texas for several years, so I have a couple of friends that we write back and forth, so I was going to write one of them a card. And then today I was going to demonstrate with you. I've got this card started that I'm using the Graceful pack with. I've used the infinity chain, and I've cut it in half and then kind of layered it up. But I want to put the word rejoice on here, and so I've kind of cut my paper already. I'm going to show you. I'm wanting just to put the word rejoice right here. So to start, you always need to make sure that your block is clean and dry. I always make sure I have a paper towel handy just to make sure it's dry and ready to go, and to make sure there's no dirt on it or water on it, so that it will allow my letters to stick properly to the block, so that it doesn't, I don't have any slippage of my blocks. And then I'm going to use the grids to make sure that my letters line up straight. These grids are 1 inch by 1/2 inch grids, so that really helps you line them up. The grid is also useful if you are stamping a word that has multiple of the same letter. So like today I'm going to stamp out the word rejoice, so it has 2 E's in it, and our pack only has 1 lowercase e. So I'm going to kind of show you how I do that. Now remember, when you are placing your letters, that they, as well as the word, will be backwards when you are looking at them. This can be a little confusing at times, so just be sure to double check everything before you apply the ink. Okay, once your letters are on your stamping block, you can apply your ink. So, do not squish the stamp onto the ink pad or tilt it back and forth. No. You see all this ink that I get, and what happens is when I stamp it, it's the same thing. Because when you stamp, you don't want to tilt it, you don't want to squish it really bad, because then it's going to smudge. No. So let me wipe all this off real quick, and I want to show you the proper way to do that. So now that I have showed you the ways not to stamp, let's talk about the ways that you should actually stamp so that you don't get smudging and you don't use more ink than what you need to. So instead of squishing our stamps or tilting them back and forth, what you need to do instead is just lightly blot your letters, and you can see the ink getting on to your letters. And you just continue to just lightly blot them until you have the desired amount of ink on your letters. And when you have what you would like to have on there, because sometimes you want that faded look and sometimes you want it in between, and sometimes you want it all the way blacked out. So once you get it blotted, lightly blotted on there, then you're just going to line it up onto your paper and press down. And then I'm going to carefully pull my paper off. And so I have everything but my E on the end. So what I'm going to do is rinse off my letters. And when I rinse off my letters, we're going to take off everything except for the C. And I'm going to move my E down and then take off my C and then just do my E. So give me just a second. And then once again, I'm just going to lightly blot my letter so that I can get the ink just the way I want it. I'm going to line it up with my other letters and press firmly down, not tilting because I do not want to tilt. I just want to press firmly down. And then I'm going to pull that away. There we go. So then I can take my Rejoice and put it on my card and take my tape runner, a little tape. I can add some embellishments to it if I want, and I am good to go. When putting away your stamp set, you're going to want to make sure your letters and stamping block are clean before you put them away. Lastly, store your ink pad upside down. This will prevent your ink pad from drying out as quickly, as well as make sure all the ink is at the top of the pad when you are ready to use it next, eliminating the need to push down on the ink pad. I hope you have enjoyed this little video on how I use my stamp set, and happy scrapping. Bye guys.